everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about can you really put your faith in less lethal weapons? Can you put your faith in less lethal weapon? Or I was going to say lethal weapon 1, 2, or 3, but the joke didn't work out the way I wanted in my head. I believe you can. I really believe that less lethal can do the job that you want it to do. It's not invincible, but it hurts. And despite all the gun sayers saying, oh, you're going to piss people off, I haven't seen any gun person except one person who was a gun expert, took like 3 or 4 shots and walk away. And I posted on my video a long time ago. That's the only person on YouTube, unless there's a new YouTube video of someone, a gun person, taking less lethal and still simulate gun movement. It's not too many people that's going to take 3 or 4 kinetics and a pepper ball and walk around unless they're on drugs. And even with your less lethal, if you're a good shot, you can get them in the testicles, you can get them in the throat, you can get them in the head if you get enough. But you got to understand the parameters that less lethal is. It's a option to take someone down without killing them, but it's not foolproof. It's not foolproof. You can have a gun, you can have a Glock, and it's not foolproof. Nothing is foolproof, but it gives you a fighting chance. If there's a lethal person that's thinking about less lethal, just watch videos. There's plenty of videos out there. Not the one where people take off their shirts and absorb, because in a real life situation, in wintertime, you're going to have a jacket. Like me, I have 2 or 3 shirts on in the wintertime. You know, if you're brave enough, have someone shoot you with it, and then simulate gun movements and see if you can still do your task with a gun. But for the most people, and that includes a lot of people in the gun community, they're not willing to take 3 or 4, let alone take like the Burner Mission 4 shots, or take the Burner TCR, or the Pepper Ball BKS, or just a hopped up paintball gun with a hopper of 30 rounds. You're not going to sit and just walk that off. Excuse me. You're just not going to sit and walk that off. It's just, and especially if you good and you hitting the same, this is flesh. This is literally flesh. We are not invincible. Keep it in the parameters of what less lethal is. It is an option to really hurt someone, but don't get cocky with it. Don't be walking around the main streets or wherever you are. Ooh, the Tesla Cybertruck. $100,000 or $200,000 for that. Anyway, sorry I got sidetracked. I'm looking at it. I wish I could ride into it one time. But anyway, maybe he can hit me and I get insurance money. But anyway, I'm not putting it in the atmosphere. It's good for what it's worth. I mean, it's good against dogs that trying to attack you. You know, dogs named Zeke. Or against bad guys who, you know, just looking to pick on you. Now, if you have a gun, if they have a gun, you have to really think real hard how good a shot you are with your gun. If you're a good shot and you can get away, fine. Now, me, I carry both. Now, someone asked, which one will you pull out first? I'm going to pull out less lethal, and then I'm going to have a gun a close second. If I can have it on my hip, it's better. A lot of times I can't. Because, you know, I can't, just in my neck of the woods, it's just not smart business. And definitely not where I'm working. It depends, but you know, it would be my go-to, because in a court of law, and people that talk that big game, they are the biggest snitches. They're talking about, oh, this person did this. Well, you can say, I tried, I asked you to stop, I used my less lethal, and if you can by chance bypass a less lethal, they're a gun. You know, most person, unless they really determined to get you, or they really mad against you, or, you know, or you kill somebody and they're coming out for vengeance, and their name is John Rambo, they're going to most likely go walk away. You know, they're going to most likely walk away. But don't get cocky with it. Know that it will do the job, but you know, it's not foolproof. And some less lethal, it's not foolproof. Because sometimes, like my burner, you may accidentally did your CO2. And what you gonna do now? I mean, you gotta do hand-to-hand combat. Now, your gun, it's not related to a CO2, but I mean, a round may, you know, misfire, depending on the brand. Sorry, High Point. I have a High Point JXP 10, which I haven't shot in 5 months now. The ammo is too expensive. But you know, it's a fighting chance. It is worth getting. If nothing else, it's worth getting one to give to your child, or your teenage daughter, or your college daughter, to protect themselves without getting messy. And the great thing about less lethal, you can make a mistake and that person can live to tell about it. Imagine people who didn't mean to shoot somebody that's in prison, and they gun misfire and they killed that person when they, you know, they thought the gun was on safety, and it wasn't. Less lethal give you a second chance. The worst that's going to happen is going to leave a bad bruise. And, you know, depending on their pain tolerance, but they're going to live to tell about it. So that's the great advantage of less lethal. So I carry both. I mean, I carry A, B, C, and D, and E. 5 options at all time I carry. And then I'm a martial artist on top of that. So I'm as covered as much as I can be. But what is my favorite word? Like too short, not really. My favorite phrase is the best self-defense is not to be there in the first place. So, all right, guys, have a good one.